This video is about Ra soars over the Nile, clashes with the serpent until night falls. If this myth excites you, please like the video, share it with friends, and write in the comments how it pulled you into the adventure. Part 1, The Rise of Ra. In the mythic realm of Kem, where the sun kissed the Nile's banks and the desert winds whispered ancient secrets, the great god Ra soared across the azure expanse. Each dawn heralded his radiance, illuminating the world beneath, casting shadows that danced upon the waters and the sands. The Nile, revered as the artery of life, shimmered in effulgent glory, reflecting the warmth of its divine sovereign. Yet beneath the surface of this tranquil world, a darkness awoke. Deep within the abyss of the underworld, the monstrous serpent Apep, bane of Ra, coiled and slithered through the shadows, his scales glistening like obsidian. Apep's hatred for Ra was a primal force. He sought to envelop the sun in eternal night, plunging the world into chaos. The serpentine god roared with fury at the thought of Ra's light, and his minions of darkness stood, readying for a great clash. As Ra ascended higher into the sky, his gold and chariot pulled by sacred falcons, the vibrant landscape below flourished. Fishermen cast their nets, women ground grain, and children chased each other through the reeds. Life thrived under Ra's watchful gaze, but the harmony was an illusion. In the sacred temple of the sun god, the high priestess Eriphis felt a shiver in her bones, a premonition of the darkness that loomed. The great Ra, you shine brightly, but dread stirs in Apep's heart, she beseeched, raising her arms in reverence. He seeks to extinguish your light, the balance is threatened. Ra, with the wisdom of millennia in his eyes, responded with a voice that resonated like thunder. To fear is to abandon honor. I will confront Apep. Night shall not fall. The dawn of tomorrow will rise in victory. With that, Ra's chariot glided along the horizon, trailing streams of molten sunlight. As evening approached, the air thickened with tension, the sky painted shades of crimson and violet. The temperature dropped, signaling the coming storm not of rain, but of chaos and fury. Apep coiled his massive form atop the great pyramid of Giza, his presence darkening the skies. Swirling clouds gathered, blocking Ra's light, twisting into a vortex of despair. The land trembled as mortals sensed the impending doom. The villagers looked to the heavens, their faces etched with fear, praying to the gods for salvation. Come forth, Ra. Apep hissed, his voice a serpent's whisper slithering through the air. Your light is but a flicker against my eternal night. The clash of titans was inevitable. Ra summoned the full force of his power, his wrath cascading like a river of fire. Your darkness is but an illusion, Apep. I have burned through the voids of time. I will not falter. With a mighty stroke of his golden scepter, Ra unleashed blinding rays that pierced the encroaching shadows. The brilliance illuminated Apep's scaled form, revealing the serpent's monstrous size, the vast creature whose body twisted and undulated with malevolent grace. The ground shook violently as Apep lunged, jaws wide, seeking to engulf Ra in darkness. You will taste the bitter fruit of defeat, sun god, he roared, venom dripping from his fangs like molten night. Ra evaded the oncoming bite with the swiftness only a god could possess, his chariot twisting in the air. He retaliated with a burst of divine energy, striking Apep's rib flank. The serpent writhed in pain, hissing in outrage, yet the darkness clung to him, empowering his resolve. Your light is fading, Ra, the night shall engulf the world. Apep taunted, his voice echoing through the heavens, a sinister melody that sent shivers into the hearts of men. But Ra, undeterred, harnessed the essence of the sun. He called upon the strength of the pharaohs who had worshipped him, the warriors who had died in his name, the countless souls who had sacrificed for the light. Their spirits surged through him, igniting his heart with a flame that would not be quenched. Let the souls of the brave rise with me, Ra declared, unleashing a brilliant wave of energy that surged like a tidal wave against the serpent. The force of 1,000 suns erupted, creating a dazzling spectacle that lit the night sky. The clash of light and darkness sent ripples through the cosmos, shaking the very foundation of existence. As the battle raged on, Seriphis stood at the temple's edge, her heart pounding. I must act, she whispered, knowing that destiny had called her to the fray. She gathered her courage, her heart a beacon of hope, and charged toward the battlefield, the sacred ankh clutched tightly in her hand. Great Ra, I come to aid you, she cried out, her voice piercing through the chaos, reaching the ears of the sun god. Ra, amidst the tempest of fury, turned his gaze upon her, a flicker of recognition igniting his spirit. Seriphis, you presence bring strength together, we shall banish the darkness. Ra commanded, rallying his energy anew. As Apep recoiled from the radiant burst, Seriphis raised the ankh, invoking the blessings of the Ancient Ones. Streams of light twisted around her, coalescing into a shield of hope, reflecting Ra's divine energy and amplifying it tenfold. By the power of the sun and the will of the earth, I bind you, Apep, she shouted, the woods echoing like thunder. The ant glowed with fiery intensity, encircling the serpent in a binding light, slowing his movements. In that moment, Ra saw his chance. Embrace the night, Apep, for it is the dawn that shall rise above you. With renewed fervor, he charged forward, the full power of the sun behind him. With a rallying cry that shook the heavens, Ra and Seraphis united their strength, unleashing a torrent of brilliance upon Apep. The serpent writhed, his scales scorched by the radiant light, a primal scream tearing from his throat as the first stars of night began to twinkle in defiance. Yet, with each moment, the fabric of the sky darkened further, and the horizon grew heavy with impending doom. You are but a flicker against the eternal night, Ra. I will consume your light. Apep hissed, realizing the battle's urgency. The heavens trembled, and as Ra and Seraphis' combined force surged, Apep struck back fiercely, launching tendrils of shadow that wrapped around the sun god's chariot. Feel the grasp of despair, he bellowed, pulling Ra into the depths of darkness. Seraphis watched in horror as her god wavered on the brink. No, we will not falter, she screamed, channeling her spirit into the Ankh, igniting the ground with radiant light. The sheer force of her determination resonated through the air, driving back the shadows that dared to approach. Yet Apep was relentless, seeking to consume all light and life. The sun shall set and darkness will reign, he roared, delivering a strike that sent waves of shadow crashing into Seraphis, forcing her to her knees. But even as despair threatened to engulf her, a fire ignited within. I will not yield. She drew upon the ancient magic of Chem, feeling the earth pulse beneath her, the spirits of the past urging her on. In that fateful moment, as shadows closed in, Ra broke through the grip of darkness, his golden eyes ablaze with righteous fury. Your reign ends here, Apep. I am the light, and I shall never die. With a surge of energy, Ra propelled himself forward, channeling the combined might of Seraphis and the legacies he protected. The sky erupted in a kaleidoscope of colors, the sun S-rays piercing through the veil of night. The clash reached a crescendo, and as Apep recoiled, Ra launched himself into the heart of the serpent's embrace. The moment marked the precipice of fate, where light met darkness in a whirlwind of destiny. As the evening deepened, the horizon began to darken, the first stars shimmering like distant hopes. But amidst the chaos, Ra and Apep waged their epic war, the outcome teetering on the edge of night and day. In the eternal struggle of light against darkness, what would remain as night fell? Would the dawn break free from the shadows, or would the world remain forever ensnared by Apep's venomous grip? The saga of Ra and Apep had only begun, a tale of honor, sacrifice, and the indomitable spirit of a world that refused to yield to darkness. As the stars twinkled above, the ultimate battle loomed, promising an adventure that would test the mettle of gods and mortals alike. Hash Part 2: The Clash of Light and Shadows. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the atmosphere crackled with tension, shimmering like a mirage caught between two realms. Ra and Apep clashed, the reverberations of their battle echoing through the heart of Chem. Darkness slashed at the edges of Ra-S light, the shadows whispering ancient curses, while the sun god called upon every ounce of his divine energy. Your shadows cannot claim me, Apep. Ra boomed, his voice a clarion call cutting through the encroaching night. He surged forward, flames of golden light erupting from his body, illuminating the battlefield with fierce intensity. The swirling vortex of darkness attempted to swallow him whole, yet Ra stood resolute, unwavering against the tide of despair. Apep, coiling high upon the pyramid, revealed his formidable maw, fangs glistening with venom. You are a fool to challenge the eternal night. Your light will drown in the abyss. The very essence of life shall wither beneath my gaze. The serpent's vile laughter slithered through the air, chilling the hearts of mortals below. In villages distant from the battle, families gathered in terror, clutching their loved ones, their gazes turned skyward. They prayed to Ra, their pleas rising like incense, a desperate chorus of faith amidst the chaos. Seraphis stood firm beside her god, her heart pounding like a war drum. Ra, let us strike as one. Your light is my spirit. Together we can bind the darkness, she urged, raising the sacred Ankai. The artifact gleamed like a star, a conduit of divine energy channeling through her veins. Together we are unstoppable. Ra affirmed, a fierce pride swelling within him. Let us forge a path through this night. As Seraphis channeled her essence into the Ankh, the air shimmered with luminescence. The ground beneath them pulsed with life, and the villagers below felt the tremor of hope. The blinding rays erupted from Seraphis, wrapping around Ra, creating a radiant barrier that pushed back Apep's tendrils of shadow. Feel the might of the sun and earth, we stand united. Seraphis' cry, her voice ringing through the tempest. The Ankh burst forth with a dazzling light, illuminating the battlefield as if the dawn itself had returned. Yet Apep hissed in fury, his fury undeterred. You think your light can bind me? I shall consume your spirit and extinguish your flame. With a forceful strike, he unleashed a torrent of darkness, shadowy tendrils snaking out like vipers, aiming to ensnare Ra and Seraphis. Ra's eyes narrowed, a fiery tempest brewing within. I shall not fall to your treachery, Apep. He soared upwards, summoning the might of the sun, his golden chariot streaking through the sky. With a swift motion, he countered Apep's assault, the brilliance of his light illuminating the darkness, creating an ethereal battlefield where the two forces collided. As the very fabric of the night shuddered, Ra unleashed a storm of solar energy. By the power of the ancients and the sacrifices of those who came before, I call forth the light, feel the wrath of the sun. The clash sent tremors rippling through the earth, drowning out Apep's sinister laughter. The serpent writhed, his body crashing against the pyramid, sending debris cascading down like meteors. The villagers below gasped, shielding their eyes from the blinding light. Seraphis, emboldened by Ra's determination, raised the Ankh higher, its glow merging with Ra's radiant energy. Together, we are the harbingers of dawn. Let us banish the serpent into the depths of oblivion, she proclaimed, her voice echoing with the strength of the ancients. The two gods surged forward, a tempest of light and resolve. But Apep, seething with rage, unleashed his might, summoning shadows that coiled around Ra and Seraphis, constricting like chains of despair. You dare challenge the darkness? I will feast upon your light. With an earth-shaking roar, Apep lunged forward, jaws wide, seeking to engulf Ra in a whirlpool of darkness. Time slowed as Ra twisted in midair, narrowly evading the serpent's fangs. Your grasp is weak, Apep. The light shall always find a way. Ra retaliated with a blast of solar fire, the energy arcing like a comet. It struck Apep squarely, illuminating the darkness with flames of cold, the air crackling with divine fury. Apep let out a tortured howl, his body undulating in pain. But amidst the chaos, a shadowy form emerged, the essence of night rallying back, empowered by Apep's rage. Apep, now emboldened, coiled his massive body around the two gods, restricting their movement. You are but flickers, and I am the eternal night. Your unity will crumble. He hissed, venom dripping from his fangs, his breath as cold as the grave. Yet Seraphis felt an ancient power surging within her, a pulse of energy igniting her very soul. Ra, heed my call, let the spirits of the fallen rise with us, she yelled, channeling her strength into the Ankh with an unwavering resolve. The Ankh exploded with light, sending a shockwave that pushed back the shadows. By the will of Kem, I summoned the legacy of the brave. Seraphis cried, and from the depths of the earth, spirits of those who had stood against darkness surged forth, embodying the combined strength of the gods. With a newfound vigor, Ra felt the weight of the past rallying behind him. Together, we shall rise, he roared, the energy of generations coursing through him. The battlefield became a canvas of light as the spirits intertwined with Ra's radiance, weaving a tapestry of hope against Apep's dark design. You are but a moment in time, a mere flicker. Apep spat, yet even he felt the tide shifting. The shadows around him trembled, the grip of despair loosening as Ra and Seraphis moved as one, their strength united in a radiant surge. Then let us ignite this moment, Ra declared, launching himself forward with an intensity that shook the heavens. The golden light burst from him like a supernova, surging towards Apep, who writhed and recoiled, his dark form flickering against the brilliance. As Apep struggled against the onslaught, Seraphis, emboldened by Ra's courage, charged forward, the Ankh glowing with unparalleled luminosity. Your reign ends now, she shouted, thrusting the Ankh forward, a beacon of hope piercing through the heart of the abyss. The collision of light and darkness sent shockwaves throughout Kem, the sky erupting in a kaleidoscope of colors, shimmering like the dawn breaking anew. The earth trembled beneath their feet, and Apep unleashed a primal roar, the sound reverberating like thunder across the land. But the culmination of their efforts proved insurmountable. The brilliance of Ra and Seraphis enveloped Apep, blinding him momentarily, and in that instant, they struck, infusing their essence into the light. Apep was engulfed in a storm of radiant flames, the shadows shrieking as they were pulled into the brilliance. No, this cannot be! Apep bellowed, as the light consumed him, rising like a phoenix into the sky. In an explosion of energy, the darkness shattered, the stars twinkling defiantly against the remnants of night. With Apep's defeat, silence fell over the battlefield, the echoes of war fading into the stillness of dawn. Ra and Seraphis stood victorious, their bodies glowing with the remnants of their battle, the scars of the fight etched upon their forms. We have triumphed, Seraphis, Ra said, a mixture of exhaustion and elation in his voice. But our fight is far from over. Apep may be vanquished today, but darkness will always seek to reclaim its dominion. Serapis nodded, her heart swelling with pride. We shall remain vigilant, for as long as we stand united, the light will never extinguish, the dawn will always rise anew. With the first rays of the sun breaking through the horizon, the world beneath awoke, the Nile sparkling in the golden light. The villagers emerged from their shelters, awestruck by the spectacle above. They raised their arms in praise, a chorus of gratitude rising like incense, honoring the gods who had protected them. In the sacred temple, the high priestess Serapis knelt before the altar, offering thanks for the victory. "The great Ra, your light has preserved our world," she whispered, tears of joy glistening in her eyes. "May we always honor the sacrifices made this day." As the sun climbed higher, Ra's laughter echoed across the heavens, a sound that resonated with the very essence of life. Let the legends of this day live on, for as long as hearts beat and souls cherish the light, we shall always prevail against the darkness. Yet, in the shadows, a whisper lingered, hinting at Apep's return. The serpent's essence might have been banished, but legends spoke of the cyclical dance between light and dark. And with every Ishishash Part 3, the descent into darkness. As dawn broke over Kem, the world breathed a sigh of relief, yet unease lingered in the air, thick as the mists that rose from the Nile's surface. Ra, the resplendent sun god, turned his gaze to the horizon, a flicker of worry in his golden eyes. The remnants of Apep's darkness still hung like a shroud over the land, and whispers of an ancient prophecy stirred in the depths of his mind. Apep may be vanquished, but shadows are cunning, they burrow deep within the heart of creation, Ra mused, his voice echoing across the heavens. Serapis, her heart swelling with pride from their victory, caught the weight of his words, her spirit flickering between triumph and trepidation. "Is there more to this battle than what we have seen?" she asked, her brow furrowing, the sacred ankh still gleaming brightly in her grasp. "Shall we not prepare for the remnants of the Serpent's curse?" Ra's eyes, bright as the morning sun, narrowed. The Serpent's essence is not easily extinguished. It festers in the dark corners of existence, waiting for the moment of weakness. We must journey into the underworld, face the shadows of our past, and ensure Apep's spirit is severed from this realm. The weight of his words hung heavy in the air as a gathering storm approached. The sky darkened, swelling clouds gathering ominously, reflecting the apprehension that rippled through the hearts of mortals and gods alike. "Then we must act swiftly, Ra," Serapis declared, determination igniting her spirit anew. "Let us descend into Duat, where the lost souls and dark beasts lie in wait." Thus began a perilous journey, the sun god and the high priestess, united as champions of light against the encroaching shadows. They stepped into the sacred boat of Ra, the vessel forged with the essence of stars and embers, gliding effortlessly toward the entrance to the underworld. The waters of the Nile twisted, shimmering in silver hues as they approached the threshold of Duat, the realm of the dead. "Remember," Serapis, Ra cautioned, his voice slow and grave. "Duat is a labyrinthine realm, filled with treacherous spirits and fierce guardians. Our resolve will be tested, and only the pure of heart shall find their way through the darkness." Serapis grasped the ankh tightly, feeling its warmth pulse against her palm. "I shall not falter, Ra. The light within me burns brightly, fueled by the love and sacrifices of my people. Together, we shall shatter Apep's lingering grasp on this world." As they entered Duat, the earth thickened with the scent of damp earth and the whispers of lost souls. A dense fog enveloped them, swirling like memories long forgotten. Shadows danced around them, hints of figures that flickered and faded into the void, each one a testament to the lives once lived, now trapped in eternal twilight. "Stay close, Serapis," Ra commanded, his voice resonating with the power of the sun. "We will navigate this realm together, for the darkness seeks to drive us apart." Suddenly, the ground trembled beneath them, and the spirits of the underworld began to coalesce into monstrous shapes. Gnarled limbs twisted from the shadows, grotesque and wailing, as they emerged to defend their territory. "Who dares enter the realm of the lost?" Their voice boomed, echoing like thunder through the air. "Fight not against us, dark spirits, we seek only to rid this world of the Serpent's curse," Ra proclaimed, his own voice carrying the weight of authority, a sunbeam slicing through the fog. No light can breach the darkness, the spirit screeched, its twisted form lunging toward them with claws extended. Ra summoned his solar energy, flames bursting forth in a dazzling display. "Then let the light guide the way." The brilliant light cascaded like a waterfall, illuminating the darkness and forcing the monstrous spirit to recoil. "Leave this realm," Ra commanded, his voice echoing with divine power. The spirit shrieked, dissipating into a cloud of shadow, banished by the brilliance of the sun. But there were more lurking in the shadows, their malicious intent palpable. Serapis, emboldened by Ra's strength, raised her ankai. By the power of those who have fallen, I command you to reveal your truths, she called, her voice unwavering. The air thickened, and a portal of shimmering light opened before them, revealing a path deeper into Duat. You have proven your courage, a spectral figure whispered, emerging from the brightness. It was the spirit of a long-dead pharaoh, adorned in shimmering golden regalia, his presence radiating wisdom and authority. Great Ra, Serapis, you seek to end Apep's influence. Follow the path of the sun, but beware the guardians of the abyss. They shall test your souls, the pharaoh warned, his voice a melodic echo that resonated through the fog. Thank you, noble one, Ra replied, bowing slightly, acknowledging the ancient spirit. We shall heed your warning. Together, we will confront the darkness. As they made their way deeper into the underworld, they encountered trials designed to test their resolve. Rivers of fire roared past them, flowing with the essence of damned souls, while shadows clawed at their feet, whispering doubts and fears. Do you truly believe you can conquer Apep? The shadows hissed, voices intertwining like a cacophony of despair. We believe in the light. Serapis shuddered, her voice cutting through the darkness. We shall not yield to your whispers. The shadows recoiled, but a great beast emerged to Sekhmet, the lioness goddess of war and vengeance, her eyes ablaze with fury. You dare intrude upon my domain, as she roared, her voice like thunder rolling across the heavens. Sekhmet, we seek only to vanquish Apep's curse. Stand aside, and we shall bring light back to this realm. Ra declared, his voice unwavering, the light around him intensifying. But Sekhmet's eyes remained fierce, her posture unyielding. To confront Apep is to face chaos itself. Many have tried, and all have succumbed. I will test your mettle, for the light must prove worthy. With a fierce roar, Sekhmet lunged at them, her claws glinting with malice. Ra responded in kind, summoning the flames of the sun. We shall not cower from your challenge, Sekhmet. Let the flames of our resolve burn brighter than your wrath. The two forces clash, light against darkness, the very fabric of Duat shaking beneath their power. As Ra surged forward, his sunlight enveloping Sekhmet, Serapis summoned the Ankh, channeling the strength of her ancestors. By the power of unity and the legacy of Kem, let us rise together against the tempest. The combined forces created a radiant barrier, pushing against Sekhmet's primal energy. The echo of their determination resonated through the shadows, igniting hope in the hearts of the lost souls watching from the edges of the light. Your bravery is commendable, Sekhmet growled, her expression softening. Perhaps the light still holds promise. I will not stand in your way, but know this Apep's darkness is a cunning foe. He will not yield easily. With Sekhmet guiding their path, they pressed onward, the weight of the underworld bearing down upon them. Each step felt like a trial, each shadow a reminder of the fleeting nature of light. But united, they forged ahead, their spirits intertwined. Finally, they reached the heart of Duat, a vast chasm cloaked in swirling shadows that pulsed with malevolent energy. In the center lay Apep, his massive form coiled tightly, his eyes glowing with a sinister light. Fools, you believe you can extinguish my essence, he roared, his voice reverberating like a thunderstorm. Ra stood tall, his golden chariot hovering beside him, gleaming with the radiance of the sun. Your reign of darkness ends here, Apep. You shall not reclaim this world. Then face my wrath. Apep bellowed, unleashing a torrent of shadows that swirled around them like a tempest. Ra and Serapis stood firm, their light pushing back against the tide of darkness, illuminating the abyss with blinding brilliance. Serapis, together. Ra shouted, channeling their combined strength through the Ankh. Let the light of Kem rise to banish this serpent forever. Serapis unleashed the Ankh's power, the energy of countless souls surging forth, igniting the shadows with incandescent radiance. By the power of unity and the legacy of those who have fallen, we rise against you, Apep. The clash of light and darkness collided in a cataclysmic explosion, shaking the very foundation of Duat. Apep cried and howled, his form flickering as the light enveloped him, the shadows shrinking in the wake of their combined power. No, you cannot do this! Apep screeched, his voice filled with rage and fear, but the brightness surged like an unstoppable tide. With the fury of gods and the strength of generations. Hash Part 4, The Twilight of Apep. As the light and shadows collided, the fabric of Duat trembled under the force of their epic struggle. Ra and Serapis stood resolute, their hearts beating in sync, fueled by the promise of a new dawn. Apep's monstrous form writhed within the blinding radiance, his malevolent hiss reverberating across the chasm, mocking their resolve. You are but fleeting illusions, Ra. This realm is mine, and I am the eternal night. Apep roared, his serpentine body curling and twisting, the shadows inching closer, seeking to snuff out the sun. Ra, undeterred, responded with a fierce determination. Your time has come to an end, Apep. I am the light that ignites the day and the spirit of those who dare to rise against you. Feel the weight of 1,000,000 souls united. With his declaration, Ra surged forward, channeling the collective strength of all who had worshipped him. Brilliant flames erupted from his forearm, illuminating the darkness as he propelled himself straight into the heart of Apep's swelling shadows. The brilliance was blinding, the cascading waterfall of light that broke through the Serpent's veil of night. Serapis raised the Ankh, its glow pulsing with energy, resonating with the spirits of the fallen as they surged around them. By the strength of the ancients, we shall bind you, Apep. You will not drown us in your abyss. As she thrust the Ankh forward, a beam of radiant light shot forth, intertwining with Ra's solar flames. The two forces combined, creating a blinding vortex that spiraled outwards, pushing against Apep's darkness with a force that shook the very core of Jurat. The serpent recoiled, hissing in anger. You think this trifling light can hold me? I am the predator of the void. I shall devour this world whole. In response, Ra drew from the energy of the realm itself, summoning forth the ancient spirits that lingered, their ethereal forms swirling around him. Your threats are empty, Apep. We stand not alone, but with the courage of all who cherish the light. As the ancestral voices echoed in the air, the very essence of Kem filled the battlefield with a harmonious resolve. The lost souls of warriors, shamans, and pharaohs rose in a luminous frenzy, taking form as a legion of glowing figures that stood behind Ra and Serapis, defending their legacy against the serpent's darkness. Together, they charged at Apep, their collective wills igniting the air with a divine fire. Together, we shall shatter your darkness. Serapis cried, her voice piercing through the tumult, igniting hope in their hearts. Apep writhed, his scales shimmering with malefic energy as the light closed in. You are fools to think the light can conquer me. I will unleash the terror of the abyss upon all of you. The serpent opened his maw wide, releasing tendrils of darkness that entwined like vapors, seeking to ensnare Ra and Serapis. But as the shadows approached, the spirits of the fallen warriors stepped forth, their ethereal forms deflecting the darkness with a shimmer of light. Your darkness shall not prevail, they chanted, their voices harmonizing in a crescendo of defiance. The tumultuous battle intensified, the clash of light and shadow creating a maelstrom of energies that sent ripples through the cosmos. Ra and Serapis, united in purpose, pushed forward, forging a path through the dark tendrils, their combined strength creating a radiant shield that protected them from Apep's wrath. Yet Apep was relentless. I will drown you in despair, he hissed, his tail striking the ground with fury, sending shockwaves through the realm. The very ground beneath them cracked, and dark fissures opened, revealing the voided chasm that threatened to swallow all light. But Serapis, with unwavering determination, raised the Ankh high, its glow brightening as if fueled by the fierce will of the gods. By the will of the ancients and the power of our unity, we will not falter, the dawn will rise. With renewed strength, Ra unleashed a torrent of solar flames, igniting the air with blinding brilliance. Apep, you will find no sanctuary here, he declared, driving forward with newfound ferocity, the combined energies coursing through him. The battlefield erupted into chaos, light and shadow entwining in a furious dance, each trying to overpower the other. The cries of ancient warriors melded with the roar of Apep, creating a symphony of conflict that echoed throughout Jurat. In a moment of clarity, Serapis found her resolve, her heart tethered to the essence of Kem. Ra, let us focus our energy. Together, we can create a barrier that will permanently bind Apep. Then let it be so. Ra agreed, their minds synchronizing as they focused their energies into a singular point. The Ankh flared with vibrant light, and Ra's golden flames surged higher, creating an impenetrable wall of brilliance that encircled Apep. You think you can contain me? Apep snarled, the shadows growing more violent, thrashing against the barrier. I am chaos incarnate, I will break your feeble chains and reclaim the night. As he struggled against the radiant force, Serapis felt the weight of her ancestors behind her, their strength empowering her resolve. Apep, your reign of terror ends here. Feel the collective power of those who have believed in the light. With a final, explosive surge of energy, Ra and Serapis unleashed their combined might, the rays of the sun melding with the energies of the Ankh. The light exploded forth, a brilliant wave that surged towards Apep, enveloping him in a cocoon of radiant brilliance. The serpent's screech echoed through the abyss as the light consumed him, the shadows shrieking in protest. No, this cannot be! Apep roared, his form flickering as the sheer force of the light overwhelmed him, dispelling the darkness that had long sought to dominate. As the brilliance expanded, the very essence of Jurat quaked, the shadows retreating in fear. The once oppressive darkness began to fracture, revealing the twinkling stars that had been hidden for far too long. We shall not be quelled. Apep screeched, his voice fading as the light surged, pushing him back into the depths of the abyss. "Now, Seraphis, seal him away!" Ra commanded, the energy of their combined victory surging through them. With a resolute cry, Seraphis thrust the ankh forward, a beacon of hope piercing through the heart of the chasm where Apep struggled. "By the power of the sun and the will of all who have fallen, I bind you, Apep, you are cast into the void." With that, the ankh glowed fiercely, a conduit of raw energy that drew in the shadows, sealing them within the depths of darkness, never to rise again. A final, thunderous roar echoed through the realm as Apep was consumed, his essence locked away, trapped by the light that had always sought to protect Kem. The air shimmered, the shadows dissipating like mist in the morning sun. As the last echoes of Apep faded, Ra and Seraphis stood victorious, their forms radiant against the backdrop of dawn. The stars twinkled above, heralding the arrival of a new day, as the shadows of the underworld retreated into silence. "We have done it, Seraphis," Ra said, a mixture of awe and relief flooding his voice. "The darkness has been vanquished for now." Seraphis nodded, her heart swelling with pride and exhaustion. "We have proven that light shall always rise against darkness, that as long as we stand united, the dawn will never falter." As the sun began to rise above the horizon, bathing Kem in golden light, the villagers emerged from their homes, awestruck by the celestial spectacle above. They gazed skyward, their faces radiant with hope, their hearts grateful for the victory won by their gods. In the sacred temple, Seraphis knelt before the altar, tears of joy glistening in her eyes as she offered her thanks. "Great Ra, your light has preserved our wealth once more. May we honor the sacrifices made this day and remain vigilant against the darkness." With renewed purpose, Ra raised his arms to the heavens, a smile breaking across his face as he felt the warmth of the sun upon him. "Let the legends of this day be etched into the hearts of mortals and gods alike. For as long as the sun shall shine, we will rise against the shadows." And so, the tale of Ra and Seraphis became a legend, a timeless testament to the eternal struggle between light and darkness. In the heart of Kem, the sun shone brighter than ever, a beacon of hope guiding the weary souls of the world, a reminder that even in the greatest depths of despair, light would always find a way to rise anew.